everybody, Happy New Year's. Look, we got another recipe. This is the first recipe of the year. So we're gonna start off with a bang. Today, we're gonna be making lasagna. Yeah, we're gonna be making that chicken Alfredo lasagna. So I'm gonna show y'all how we're gonna do that today. Look, again, Happy New Year. Welcome back to another Cook Cartea recipe. Hope everybody had a safe New Year, happy holidays, and all that. So look, we're gonna go ahead and just get right into it. Let's go ahead and just make this lasagna. Look, we got us a whole rotisserie chicken right here. You could, cook your chicken. You could cook some chicken breasts. Do it however you want to do it. Still got a lot of flavor in these rotisserie chickens. So look, we're gonna take this rotisserie chicken. We're just gonna kind of take some sections off. I'm gonna take the breasts off and maybe a little bit of dark meat. And then we just gonna chop it up real fine, into like cube diced pieces. Show y'all how we're gonna do that. And then we just gonna get it in a bowl just so we can give that chicken, just its own flavor and its own seasoning, and just get that separated off. So let's just go ahead and do that. Just take some of the breast off like this. Just take some of that off. We're not gonna be using no skin, so. And then we're not gonna use this whole chicken either. So, not for this serving size. So we're just gonna take some parts off. Like I said, I'm gonna mix in a little dark meat to get. So now in our separate bowl, we got our chicken right here. All we're gonna do is just season it up. So we're gonna take our all-purpose seasoning. Y'all already know about that. Mind you, it's a rotisserie chicken too, so it already got its own flavors. But we just gonna give it a little bit of an enhancer. We're gonna throw some Italian seasoning in there. Then we're gonna throw in some oregano. And then we're gonna get us a mix, and then we're just gonna set this off to the side. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just make our pasta sauce. Look, you can add vegetables to this. You can add stuff like onions. You can add bell peppers, different type of peppers if you want to. But for the most part, we're making the Alfredo, so I kind of want to keep this sauce pretty much traditional. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with heating up our pan. Of course, we coming up about a low medium, because we're going to get this butter going. We're going to go ahead and make a roux. So you use about, half stick, a little over half stick of butter. Depending on what your serving size is. So we're gonna go ahead and, y'all already know. Just let this melt down nice and slow. Now, if you was adding vegetables or anything like that, then you would go ahead and, cook those vegetables before this step. Add that flour in there, about a quarter cup. Break all that flour down, cook that flour taste off of there. Alright, so now to this, we want to go ahead and add in our heavy cream. Mix this in, get this incorporated. And as it starts to break down, we're gonna start developing that, thicker, creamy texture. We're gonna get that sauce. We're gonna bring that heat up to about a medium, because we wanna go ahead and start letting that heavy cream cook. In the back, we got our pasta water boiling. We brought the heat back down to about a low medium. As the heat drops, start to cool, sauce is gonna start to thicken up, just a little bit more. Now we got our pasta noodles going. I want to go al dente, but just a little bit undercooked, just so that we can still have some stiffness in those lasagna noodles. So what we want to do is just start to add in our seasoning and our cheeses, just to complete this sauce. We got our cheeses. We got grated Parmesan cheese, and then we got our mozzarella cheese over here. So we're gonna come in with that all-purpose seasoning. Salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. This got a little oregano in there and a little bit of paprika. We got some Italian seasoning we're gonna throw in there. A little bit of more oregano. And let's just mix this down first before we start to add in our cheese. All right, so we got that. So now we're gonna go ahead and add in our cheese. Now, again, as y'all already know, when we add in that cheese, we killing the heat. We only gonna be working with residual heat. So we already killed that heat. Let's go ahead and add in our grated Parmesan cheese. Mix this in first, and then we're gonna add in that mozzarella. So we're gonna take a little bit of our mozzarella cheese, not too much. Boom, and we just gonna mix that in there as well. And this right here is pretty much gonna complete our sauce. We're gonna mix this in, let that mozzarella cheese melt down. pasta noodles is done. Like I said, just a little bit under al dente. A little bit under. Because like I said, we still want some firmness, a little bit of stiffness on these pasta noodles. You know, just so they can hold up well in our lasagna. So we just gonna take them out. You see I got this baking sheet right here. We're gonna take them out and we just gonna let them rest here. All right, so y'all see, we added that broccoli element. You know, you can add, like I said, you can add whatever vegetables you want to throw in there. Sometimes I like to put broccoli or spinach into my Alfredo. So got that broccoli crown, cooked that down, and you know, just chopped it up in, you know, pretty fine pieces, because I don't want too, you know, I don't really want no big chunks of broccoli in the lasagna. Right here in front of us, we got our mixing bowl. So to this bowl, in here is what we're gonna make our, you know, kind of that ricotta cheese. So look, we're gonna add in, this is 15 ounces ricotta cheese. Just go ahead and add the whole thing. Now y'all know ricotta cheese, it got that, you know, it got that weird kind of like tart taste to it. Everybody don't like that. It kind of throw people off sometimes. So we got the sour cream, same amount, 15 ounces, and we're gonna just add in that whole thing. We wanna add equal parts. That sour cream is gonna cut through that ricotta cheese and, you know, just kind of just balance out. All right, then we're gonna add in the rest of our ingredients, which is gonna be Parmesan cheese. And we also gonna add in that mozzarella. A handful of that. And then we're gonna season this up again, all-purpose seasoning. Italian seasoning again. Oregano, Cajun seasoning, because why not? And then we just get us a mix. Get this nice and combined. Alright, and that's what we got. We got our ricotta cheese. Now, one thing, key tip, make sure you taste this. You know, a little spoonful, a little, you know, just give it a little taste. Make sure it's decent. Don't need no more seasoning, no more cheese, no more nothing like that. Because the last thing that we're going to add is 1 beaten egg to this. This egg is going to, you know, kind of be our binder. But you want to make sure that you taste and you don't need to add anything else. At that time, we start building our lasagna. So let's get to that. All right, y'all, so look, now that all that is done, look, we got everything laid out here right in front of us. So now we're gonna go ahead and just start building our lasagna. So I'm using a square pan just because I'm making a smaller serving. You know, y'all use the bigger ones, you know, the rectangular ones. That's fine too. So I already chopped a few of these pasta noodles down so that they fit in the pan, into this square pan. So I just chopped a little bit off. So yeah, pasta, we got our broccoli, chopped up some spinach too. We got our chicken over here, mozzarella cheese, we got our ricotta mix, and then we got our sauce. So, I'm gonna start the process of our layering. Is just we gonna start off with some of that sauce. Put that sauce down on there. After our sauce, we're gonna come in with those noodles. Go on like that. Then once we get our noodles on there, that's when we're gonna come in with that ricotta cheese mixture. Get a layer of that on there and spread it out pretty evenly. After that, then we're gonna come in with that chicken, get that chicken on there. Nice layer of that. And then along with the chicken, we're gonna just throw those vegetables in there too. A layer of those, a little spinach. All right, then we're gonna add in that cheese, add in some more cheese, add that mozzarella cheese, a layer of that. That complete the first layer, so look, now all we're gonna do is we're gonna keep doing that. All right, y'all, so y'all see, look, that's it, right up to the top, perfectly. So look, now what we're gonna do is, we got our oven preheating, 375 degrees. We're gonna throw this in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, 30, 35. Make sure we got a nice brown on that cheese, you know, everything cooked all the way through, everything cool. We're gonna bring it out, we're gonna let it rest for a little bit, and we're gonna cut into this lasagna. So let's go ahead and get this into the oven. See y'all when it's done. All right, y'all, so here we go. We got our chicken Alfredo lasagna. Yep, see, you got that nice crust on there.